Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Monday the 2nd of August, it's the start of a new week and pretty much the start of a new month too. We have got some new mods, we've got a very intriguing one today and we have got a few updates. The updates are as follows. Before we go into these ones, it does say on the Mods Hub that American Life Farming by Lancey Boy, the map, has had an update today saying Xbox issues sorted. Top left on here though, the American Shed by AW Modding ABPT, the Rosselmash Across 595 by Pushcap, the 3-point gooseneck receiver hitch by Maya Family Modding and Drew Hodgkins, the Fortschritt ZT300-303 by Grabfeldschmeider and Ingo376, the Wrecked Boat by AW Modding ABP Team, and the Old American Wallpack by A810 Mods. I thought that was updated the other day, and they've had another one since then. But anyway, those are the updates for today. Right then, let's crack on. The Bauer Erich's Wheel Roller by Bauer Erich is right in front of me. There are a few different options on this, and it is a roller for compacting silage clamps, bunker silos. We do also have the option to fill with water to different levels. Now I hope I've got this the right way around. I've gone for the same option on both. One is standard and one's got 4.5 tons of weight in, I think. So I want to see if they compact any, if it compacts any quicker with the extra weight. It should do. I don't know how we're going to gauge it, but we'll certainly give it a look. So under levelers, we've got the Bauer Erich's Wheel Roller. It is 0.66 megabytes download, one slot on console. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette, and there's quite a few to choose from. Main colour changes the sort of chassis part. Let's go with, I don't know, orange for no particular reason. We can have Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas and Nokian. The Mitas and Nokian don't have any options, just as they are. Then we've got Lizards. Lizards, we've got Implement 315. Hang on. 385. Or just those two. 315, 385. Under Trelleborg, we've got TM800s, twin wheels, 422 SBs, 428 SBs. Back to that, TM800s. And on the Michelin, we've got Axio Bib 600s. Axio Bib 650s, Cargo X Bibs, Cargo X Bib HF, Mega X Bib, back to the Axio Bib. In each of those, oh, we've got 2 tons. So it starts on 2 ton, not nothing, but 2 ton, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5 ton, which is the increase in water. So I guess we need to test this out. I don't know how we're going to gauge it. I mean, I suppose you'll see the number going up quicker in theory. I've tried to do 2 strips, kind of. You don't raise or lower it, you don't turn it on. It just is what it is. Why is this doing this again? I had this before. Why is this silo not showing it's got anything in it? Oh, come on. Let's try that again in the silo that appears to be working. Now, admittedly, there's not a huge amount in here, but that's going up fairly quickly. Anyway, let's see about the other one. You think if you had that, I mean, obviously you have in one of these front and rear, you wouldn't be able to steer it. But potentially with one of like a fixed, another leveler on the front, compactor or something that's attached to the 3-point link solid mount, you could double up on this, couldn't you? Let's go again, shall we? Whoa, that is so much quicker. Look how fast that's going up. So that's the 4.5 ton. That's crazy, but also rather brilliant. Ooh, I like that. So there we go. That's the Bauer Erich's Wheel Roller by Bauer Erich. We got there in the end. It did work. So 2 ton, 4.5 ton. That was definitely faster. Definitely faster. Next up then, we have got this. This is the old Bale trailer by JZD VEVERKY. It is 0.76 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. You'll find it under baling technology. And as you can see, we do have straps, which can be done manually or from in cab, as most straps can be. Baling technology. 5,000 to buy. Options available. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Rim colour to anything on that palette. Go for standard. Or with lights on the back. Then you've got wheels 1 and wheels 2. Those are the options for the old Bale trailer by JZD, sorry, VEVERKY. Moving on from there, we have got this. This is the Arched Cowshed by MichalLS. 15.62 megabytes download. 10 slots on console, takes 15 animals. It is seasons and manure system ready, as we can see by the lovely pipework here for the manure system if you happen to be on PC. So slurry is from here. Manure will appear in one of these when it appears. It does open this end. It's nicely made, actually. Nicely designed. I do like these trough systems for sort of slurry draining out directly from the sides. So you've almost got like a raised, I was going to say catwalk, but cow walk. It's the cow walk, isn't it? Through the middle. Bedding went in here. Trigger appeared almost immediately. Feed was a little bit further over. As you can see, you've got the straw bedding down either side. If we open the door at the other end, please open the other end. We have to go all the way around. Oh, there we go. Phew. Dialogue box is just there. Like I said, it will hold 15. Milk trigger is just here. Water trigger is just there. So yeah, straw and feed in there. Water there. The animals are in there. 15 if you go for the full 15. It's nicely made. It's fairly compact. It's longer than it is wide, the whole setup, but it's a slightly different design to what we've kind of got used to, I suppose. You'll find it under placeables and animal pens. 100,000 to buy. Slot count will go down from 10 to 1 for any subsequent one you place. After that, that's very nice, that, by MichalLS. Next, we've got this. This is the new Holland L225, 4.04 megabytes download, 11 slots on console. This is by EY Modding. Now, you may be saying, hang on a minute, we've already got that in game, haven't we? Standard. The standard one is now 3 something. My mind has gone blank. I know we have got one. We've got the 218 and the C232. So we've got the 218 and this is the 215. Horsepower, obviously, those are standard. This one is slightly lower horsepower at 52 rather than 71. But the price is 25 grand rather than 35 grand. So a little bit less horsepower. Speed's same, isn't it? 11. We do have a couple of options on here. We can change the rim colour. Brown and dark blue is interesting because you can't change the rest of the colour on it. So that's quite a striking to go with brown as well. Interesting colour choice. We've got beacon light, no, left, right or both. Those are the options on it, really. So it's a slightly cheaper, slightly lower horsepower New Holland skid steer loader than the standard in-game one. I know we've got a few different modded ones out and about, but nicely detailed as well. Smaller wheels, might just be looking for something for a bit of yard work. Horn, lights, and double beacons. If you go for the double beacons, you might not. That's the New Holland L215 by EY Modding. Which brings us on to the last of the mods for today. And this is something a bit different too. We've got this. This is the Lizard Multibaler Kombi. This by Kastor, d-s-agrarservice. 10.09 megabytes download. It is 14 slots on console for the Multibaler. We've then got the Multibaler bunker, which is there. That's 6 slots. And then we've got a chopper adapter. Now this is something a bit different. It does say that it will do grass, hay, straw, and chaff. We can do corn baling into this. So this one over here, we've got the chopper adapter that comes a part of this as well. and the whole thing can be hooked together. Now this won't work as a standard baler in so much as it doesn't have a pickup. So if you take that bunker off, it doesn't have a pickup, so you can't run it as a normal one. It's designed to either run static like this, and you can load it with a conveyor belt or with a bucket, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So it can just be sitting in the yard and you bring stuff to it, or I suppose you could put it under maybe a silo, or you could have a conveyor belt from your silo going to it, your hay loft, whatever it might be. So with regard to it doing straw, because it doesn't have a pickup, on console we don't have a straw pickup header for forage harvesters. So the straw bales you would have to do static like this. But that being said, grass, hay and the corn chaff, or corn, yeah, we've got a pickup header here, so we can do our grass now hay if you've got swaths on the ground and you may have tedded them to make them into hay. So we can do those bales on the move, and that's the whole point about the bunker. That's got a 10,000 litre capacity, and it should put it into there, then straight through the baler. Now what should happen is the grass should wrap, make silage bales, but the hay shouldn't. And the same with running it here, static, the same with any baler wrapper. It will wrap grass, but the hay and straw should come out as regular bales. That's the theory. So we're going to run both of those as an option. And then we're going to have a go at the corn, because that fascinates me, because you can do corn silage normally. This is a quick corn silage because you can do corn silage bales. As far as I can tell, it's going to wrap them. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't tested this rig out yet, any of it. I've got it all out. I think I've got my head around how it works. We're just going to see. But there are a couple of provisos, things you need to be aware of. This mod does not work in combination with the Anderson DLC. So anything you might want to be using for the Anderson DLC, it's not compatible with. The other thing as well is, with the cutter adapter here, which hooks on the back, you must disconnect the cutter first before attaching or detaching the adapter. Because if you attach the header first and then do the adapter, the header kind of puts itself under the wheels. It goes a little bit weird, so you want to detach that. It also says please disconnect the cutter from the harvester before saving the game. So you have to disconnect the cutter. I'm not sure why you have to, but it's very clear about that, to make sure you disconnect it. So what we'll do, I will just show you. The problem is when we change tools on the back, we've got a lot of different things now. So hopefully it'll be that one, right. So I'll show you what I mean. What we should do is disconnect the cutter first, then we can disconnect, hang on, not go too far, we can disconnect our multi-adapter. So the multi-adapter just kind of bolts on the back and it all kind of attaches very nicely. If I do my header first and then attach that, it will attach, but look what that does. Whoa, doesn't like that at all. So what we'll do is disconnect that again. Hop off of there if we can. No, it's all gone horribly wrong. Right, let's pretend that didn't happen. So with the adapter already attached, we then hook the cutter up and it's absolutely fine. So you need to do it that way around. Adapter first, then cutter, and then you disconnect the cutter and then go off and do whatever you're going to do. So you always have to make sure before you save the game to disconnect the cutter. What we're going to do is hook back up to that. Now the bunker itself can also be detached. If I just do that one and press X to detach, that Lizard Multibaler bunker has been detached. Now that has to be put on using pallet forks or on whatever vehicle you want to use it on. Put them over the top like that, and then it should give you the option when you get into the vehicle to attach the bunker, and that puts the bunker in place. We'll have a look at all of these first. So the baler itself is under baling technology. 85,200 for the base model, requires 110 horsepower to operate it. Like I said, it's 14 slots. That will drop down to 1 for any subsequent one. We can change the foil colour to any of those 4. We can change the main colour to anything on that palette. Let's say pink, I don't know why. And then we can change the design colour, which does the strip across the middle. So we can mix and match that a little bit. So that's the baling section. The rest of it is found under tools and miscellaneous. So the multi-baler bunker is 15,800, 6 slots, which goes down to 1. We can mix and match our colours, either contrasting or matching from anything on that palette. Like I said, I'm sure that says it's a 10,000 litre capacity. It does 4,000 litre bales, but the actual bunker holds 10,000 litres, which should enable continuous baling. And then the multi-adapter is 3,800. That's one slot anyway. And again, we can mix and match or contrast the colours on that, whichever way around you want to do it. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to do using a pickup header. Please work, otherwise it's going to be really embarrassing. There we go. Just had to unfold the header. So what should happen now is we pick up from there, puts into the back of there, feeds the bunker, which in turn should be going with a little conveyor belt and feeds the baler. And you can go at a fair speed too. When we hit 4,000 litres, it should knock out the back. That's odd. Oh man, this is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So you have to... Oh, there we go. It's finally kicked out the back. That took a while, so I had to panic then, thinking, why is it not doing it? Right, so the grass bale is wrapping. Sorry, that's what I mean. We're doing this first. So we're going to switch over to hay now. What we should do... Drop the bale off the back. Now, is it doing that? Can I do that separately? Will I get a set? This is going to be interesting. Now, this is where we could end up with a problem. See, what normally happens is... I'm glad I'm checking this now. See, what normally happens is, whatever you've got in the baler, if you switch on to a different source, it will kick the bale out as what it started off as. This has actually split the stuff in there. So it's now saying I've got some grass and some hay, but I suppose because the grass was there first, so I might need to mow some more grass then. That's interesting. Bear with me a second again then. I'm going to... Yeah, we're learning as we go. We're going to find this out. We're going to the static one in just a second, then we're going to do the corn baling. I'm looking forward to the corn baling immensely. I didn't anticipate this one being the tricky bit. I thought this would be fairly straightforward. Right then. Let's pick up some more grass. I want to do it until we get to just about... Where did the hay go? Whoa, that's weird. So the hay just vanished. So, note to be aware of, do one or the other, not both. Because it's gone straight back. I've gone, okay, fair enough, right, we're back to grass again, and the hay has disappeared completely. So do one or the other would be the advice. But it does mean you've got a constant bale going on, although it doesn't auto unload. And because it doesn't auto unload, I mean, not that's a problem, because while you're on the go, you just L1 and triangle, off it comes. Next one comes out. There we go. I was just hoping to show a straw bale, a hay bale, not getting wrapped. But anyway, right. Let's switch from that one then to the static option. That's good to know. Don't mix. Right, now in a static configuration like this, it needs to be attached to a tractor. So let's hook it up. We need to unfold the baler, turn on baler, and what should happen again, should happen. Right, so as you can see, straw goes in, it's done what it needs to do. It's gone through, it's made the bale, but it won't wrap it because it's straw. Unload now, you might want to have an auto-load bale trailer or something there. Or now that's kind of interesting too. Because these are 4,000 litre bales, right? So those two bales are 8,000 litres. That's saying it's got 20 litres left in it. That's an 8,000 litre bucket, but that wasn't full either. So I've managed to pull two 4,000 litre bales out of not 8,000 litres of straw. Not knocking it. There you go. So that's how it works in its static configuration, either from a bucket or a conveyor belt or something along those lines. Now the bit I've been waiting for is the setup for corn. So we're going to do corn bales. Now it's not going to be like straw bales using corn residue, but we are going to make, hopefully, if this works as it should, silage bales. Let's go to turn on baler. That's running. Go to that. Turn that on. Please work. And please work really, really well. You don't necessarily need the long pipe either. That's a standard pipe length. It's working just fine. So what should happen now, when and if it beeps, please start beeping. There we go. Silage bales from corn. I mean, I know we can do silage harvesting, but corn bales, that's what we're, in essence, that's what we're doing. We're making corn bales. Oh, that's cool. Let's do another on the way back down. So after the initial bit of, let's put it down to testing, shall we? Well, hang on. Whoa, how'd that happen? Okay. It just decided, you know what, let's kick the next one out anyway. That was fairly quick. Where we go again. Nice. Corn baling. And absolutely constant as well. The great thing about doing this way, now I suppose some testing may need to be done or could be done to see, because I'm not sure. Normally when you do silage harvesting you get a lot of silage from the corn because you're silaging the whole thing. It's basically a whole crop process you're doing. I'm not sure whether we're getting that volume. I suppose what, we've got 3 bales and we've done a strip and a bit, and it's a fairly small field. And the beauty of doing it this way is that you don't have to wait for your silage to ferment. If you do a silage harvest normally, that would all go into a silage clamp and have to be compacted and then fermented. The plus of doing that is you can do huge amounts. Doing bales, especially on console, you've got that 200 bale limit. But that's very cool bit of kit. That is very, very interesting. So that's the Lizard Multibaler Kombi by Kastor d-s-agrarservice. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.